Welcome to the new game. This is the game for 2021, the Signifier, available on Steam. So if you guys don't want to have some spoilers for yourself, yeah, just letting you guys know. It's still just chatting. Yeah. All right. So without further ado, let's go. I really hope I won't break this game because if it does break, I am so sorry. AI research, the influence of social media and brain scanning technology have led to three important developments. The creation of the TSB Technology Safeguard Bureau, whose mission is to maintain democratic structures safe from the abuse of technology, complex international brain scanning regulations that protects private data, and what's the last one? The undeniable tension between the world's biggest economies in the wake of the new AI breakthroughs. Under this context, the Dreamwalker project, which performs academic research on the human mind through AI-assisted brain scanning technology, has been under scrutiny. You had to make a collaborative deal with the new TSB to keep your research alive. Ah.
Please sign right here. Let me take a picture of you with the box.
A picture? Why?
It's part of the protocol.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to remind you how sensitive the material is.
I know. Thanks.
Good. Take care.
Alright, seems alright. Can you set the quality to that you can run this crisis? Not sure though.
Russell, did you receive it?
It just arrived.
Good. Listen, priority is to find the real cause of death. Early reports indicate suicide, a drug overdose, but I don't buy it. It doesn't make sense. She was too important and the timing was odd.
She was a lawyer at GoAT, right?
More like the vice president.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so now you see how deeply in trouble you'd be if anything leaks out.
You're putting me in a tough spot here, Tom.
Not if you're careful, Russell. Just make sure nothing leaks out.
Why not wait for the full autopsy? Why do you need me?
We need to move faster, and if there's something bigger going on, we need to investigate it. This is a one-time chance to catch them. GoAT has been dodging us for way too long.
So you want me to spy on them through her memories?
No, I just want you to find out how she died, which is legal. But if I'm right, it will take us somewhere nasty.
Hope it's all
I know
well,
there's something
Madness.
off. We just need to find out what.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Good. Remember, it's because of these people we're here in the first place.
Well, we don't know anything yet.
We will, Russell. I've been in this for too long to know it's not just suicide. You'll see. So, I've given you access to her apartment on Stratford Avenue. They're about to wrap it up over there, but Detective Stan Becker's waiting for you. He knows you're coming. If you want to investigate the real place, you should head out there now.
All right. I'll check it out.
Okay then, I'll leave you to it. Don't keep Stan waiting, and keep me posted on anything you find.
Sure. See ya.
Investigate box meet Stan in Johanna's apartment. I'll do this for a bit. Johanna Cars, 2009, before entering GeoAT. Question: what is the hell is GeoAT? That's the question I want to know. Case of a suicide. Case info, name Johanna Cass, age 39, civil status is married, children none, occupation vice president at GeoAT. Johanna was the vice president of GeoAT and one of the younger top executives in the technology industry. Known to be efficient, smart, ruthless, and determined, she has been credited as GeoAT's highest valued asset in the last 5 years. With a strong understanding of management, laws, markets, and technology, she won the Eno Award in 2013, being the first woman in the world to receive it. Case information: high-profile executive found dead in the apartment. Apparently drug overdose, antidepressive. Husband found her dead on August 29, 3:15. Called immediately at her own apartment located at Jules Stratford Avenue, 8542 Valley Tower, floor 42. Okay, she lives in an apartment. a high tower apartment. Facebook last post in 2014. Twitter last post in 2016. Corporate apparently mail has been deleted. Huh. Joanna at goat.com. Okay, interesting. Interesting so far. Apparently, due to the corporate restriction, Joanna didn't have an active online social life. Okay. Policy Department last known picture of taken by Laura passed. Apparently, her best friend 2 days before her death. Scan report. Have you played Remothered? You mean the first one or the second one? I actually played both of them last year, Mecha. It was goddamn broken. The second game was broken by me, sadly enough. Okay, so brain dust acquired mid-stand at Joanna's apartment. So far, you can interact with the environment, so that's great. The mirror stage. The mirror stage was one of the first concepts which Lekan worked on. At the beginning of his teaching in his essay, the mirror stage as a formatter of the function of the ego. Ooh. Anybody here reads a lot of psychology books? This is one of them. I feel like it. It could be like a psychoanalytic stuff. It revealed to us in a psychoanalytic experience. He based himself from the work of Henry Wallon on the pregnancy of the image of the other body for some species, but also for the human baby. In relation to the image pregnancy, we have the notable example of pigeons, whose development of the reproductive system would be intimately linked to the vision of the congener. Isolated pigeons do not develop their gonads. Likewise, in the case of the human baby, the importance of the mirror as well as the body and the words of others is vital. Much of the image we have of ourselves depends on the other. The self would be a function that comes from the other. The experience of the child who still does not have a complete proprioception of his body due to the maturation of the nervous apparatus, who does not have a unitary idea of it, does not recognize himself in the mirror until he is more or less 8 months old. Before that, his own image is to himself another being. In the mirror experience, a unitary image of himself is returned to him in advance, which, as such, is still misleading since it is inverted. Thanks to the words of another, which will confirm that that's you, the child will come to be recognized in his image. However, if we reflect on this scene of recognition, there is even filmic documentation of the moment when, with glee and also with strangeness and amazement, the child recognizes himself for the first time in the mirror. It is still interesting to capture that before the child is able to articulate a word, the first thing that is placed is you and not an I that captures the child in the image. Oh. That is actually an interesting theory. The root of the self is always external and to a certain extent, and it never ceases to be. It suffices to remember the feelings of strangeness before an unusual angle of our image in a photograph, or in the extreme, the experience of an anorexic who does not stop seeing the mirror at a strange element in his body that must be removed. In some way, the words and gestures of others, especially our family, that are directed to us determine our conception of ourselves, what we call the ego function. The parents speak of the child and also speak to him. They gesticulate towards him. All of this sediments certain images, encourages certain aspects and dismisses others. As such, there is a dialogue that is established in the immanent way and does not need to explicitly said for it to be there. We must remember what is not said is as important as what is actually said. The main idea that Lankan transmitted in this sense and that made him generalize the stages of mirror as something that always work beyond a certain stage in the child's development is that the function of the ego is something that is always been built in relation with others and takes as criteria the desirability of the social sphere, which is situated as the ideal images in the certain specific social and political context. Neurotic conditions are, in this sense, related to the mirror function that fulfills the social context and especially the family. Neurotic conditions arise from the complex problematic relationships that humans have with the desire of others. The fundamental question would be, what does other want from me? Or what am I to the other? Justamente, your name sounds familiar. Seems like I have read it. I have read you before somewhere. Stages of mirror, recognizing your own self, but in later stage you so like know that that was actually your image. But at the beginning when you're born, you don't know. Maybe you feel that there's like a total stranger. I mean, that's the whole concept about it. But interesting, Reed. Hmm. Game, can you like maintain full screen for a moment here? Like, I swear to God, can you at least maintain full screen? Oh, there we go. If it's gonna be full screen, so I think like the mouse should actually retain in here, but it just went haywire all over the place, so I don't understand why.
Hey, Russell, right? Tom said you'd come. Feel free to take a look around, but don't touch anything. And let me know if you have any questions. Yeah?
Whoa, where the hell is the mouse?
Who
Theories.
found her?
Didn't you get the report? It was her husband.
Do you know anything else about him?
His name is Alex. Pretty average guy. Fitness trainer. The victim had kicked him out a few months ago. They were about to get a divorce. He came by to pick up some stuff he'd left here.
Could he have been angry about the divorce?
Yeah. But as I said, she'd been dead for at least 6 hours before he got here. So if somehow he forced her to take an overdose over the phone, then yeah, he could have done it.
What time did he find her?
The morning after, and called right away. The security cameras corroborate the time he arrived, so we don't have any reason to suspect him.
Did she leave any children or family?
No, no children, no brothers or sisters, foreign parents that she didn't see much. For now, that's all I know. And a husband. Pretty regular corporate profile, if you ask me.
Do you have any theories about what happened?
It's a little early yet, but everything points to suicide. There are lots of loose ends as to why, especially considering who she was. Her laptop, for example, is gone. We haven't been able to find it, so who knows how deep that thing goes. Even so, I don't think there's a possibility someone sneaked in and forced her to take some pills somehow. But don't take my word for it. We don't even have the full autopsy report yet.
Thanks.
No problem.
So husband found her dead. Wonder. Ooh.
Go AT's new project.
Can they just say GOAT? Why did they have to call it as GOAT? Go AT. Ooh, such a high-rise building to live on. I would not want to live here. It's too high.
It's getting late.
Just hold on for a bit. This is where she died, maybe.
Looks like where the body was.
Eh?
Gzak sleeping pills. You need a prescription for these. Vomit. Bloody footprints. She probably stepped on the broken shards. Broken. Looks like something was thrown at it.
Was thrown at it? That's the question I want to know.
Alex's clothes, probably.
Could be any clue?
Another broken mirror. I don't think it's a coincidence.
I mean, I'm just saying, it could be.
Looks like an expensive mask.
See? Evidence 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's evidence 5?
Clearly she'd been drinking. Okay. I think I have enough information from the real place. Time to find out what her memories have to say about what happened.
Go back to the lab and use the Dreamwalker machine to enter Johanna's last memory. It might be her who broke the mirror. Oh, I didn't see this one.
Probably the things Alex came to pick up when he found her.
She's 39. She is the vice president of Go AT, or in short form GOAT. It's a GOAT. Don't ask me why they call it GOAT, but let it be. So we're gonna go back to the laboratory. Is this like the predestination kind of thing? I feel it might be it, Sharim. It might be it. But I haven't we haven't unfolded the whole story yet. So let's see what happens. Go back to the lab and use the Dreamwalker machine to enter Johanna's last memory. So this is his project. So let's.
No disc uploaded yet.
Oh, sorry.
I've got nothing to put in there.
Then. Oh, this one.
Upload is ready.
Upload is already done.
I've got
And
nothing to
Trimian,
put
thank
in
you so
there.
much for the host. I appreciate that.
Evie, ready?
Yes.
Okay, good. Please operate on patch 1.2. And scan for the latest memory you can find, ideally just before her death.
Understood.
So this is when she died.
Oh. This is kind of similar to Shattering. Like you go back to the past to actually pick up some pointers here and there. There's also another game as well called Get Even that you also sort of like go back in time or go back to the person's memory to actually sort of like decipher and decrypt to actually know what actually happened. Similar concept. We're playing a new game called the Signifier. Came out last year around October. I have, like I said, I capped it for quite a while, and now we're here and playing this game. It's a psychological horror per se, but we're looking into like sci-fi stuff and also psychology stuff. Quite interesting.
Hello there, Joanna. Interesting glitch on the clock. Could be a filtering error.
Okay. Find objectives information of Joanna's death.
Reconstructing glass from memories. I don't think we'll ever get it right. Afternoon light. Didn't she die at night?
That could be a clue, sir.
Lots of missing information here, Evie. This doesn't seem to be the right moment.
Yes. I wasn't able to pinpoint any further coordinates. Objective data is incomplete.
Reasons?
High emotional state.
She might have known she was going to die. Is there enough data to reconstruct a subjective state of the memory?
Yes.
Good. I'll enter the subjective state and see what I can find.
That's the subjective state.
Subjective reconstruction was successful, but I couldn't interpret all data.
It's fine, Evie. Subjective interpretation is tough for any AI, even a special one like you.
The objective state uses memory data retrieved from the sight and hearing, and the subjective state uses all memory data available, including emotion and the subconscious. Oh!
Could this be her as a child?
It belongs somewhere in the memory, but I cannot interpret it. I need to know what it is and where it belongs.
All right. I'll study it and put it in the right place.
Raw data are part of the memories that Evie wasn't able to interpret. In this interface, you can attempt to interpret them and find what they are. When you arrive at a conclusion, pick it up and place it where it really belongs. Time and rotation in this interface doesn't affect the placement result. Looks like a clock.
Processing. I can't interpret the new raw data, but the readings are the opposite of chaotic. They have a constant, rhythmic pattern. You can use the raw data interpretation interface to find where it might belong.
And that reminds me of playing Silvio. It's an indie horror game that I played a while ago, but that one deals with electronic voice phenomenon. Oh, that was actually good. Yeah, it's a clock.
Processing. I can't interpret the new raw data, but the readings are the opposite of chaotic.
It's over here.
Evie, do a match with clock data at this spot.
Find the objective information of Joanna's death. So we see glitches in this game.
Reminder. At your discretion, I can momentarily free memory and processing power to deliver more accurate feedback. Processing. I read uninterpreted data somewhere in the subjective state, at night.
At night, okay. I think we're also like having the AI to help us out to actually pinpoint of what actually what happened. This is different.
That ladder goes down to the first floor.
Yeah. Us.
I can't make sense of this sound.
Processing. I read uninterpreted data somewhere in the subjective state, at night.
It is on repeat. This might take a while to actually figure out.
A picture of a dog. Following her?
It's a broken glass. She's definitely upstairs. Is the dog following me? Objective state.
Maybe this is the right moment.
Oh wow, this is a learning curve. Shit. Okay. All right. That took a while. Okay. All right. We're basically bouncing from objective state and subjective state. So when you find something in the subjective state, I mean I didn't actually understood that quite clearly. So I've been producing this raw data and then trying to figure out what's going on with it. That mistake that I did when I pressed that bloody hell button, pressing Q to bring me to the other state, which is currently right now, will actually help me out to piece the missing information. Oh, Oh my god. Shit, that took a while. Oh.
Evie, do a match right here with a mirror being violently broken.
Oh.
The water is running.
No. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, we're going places, people.
What is this hand doing here? You were right, Tom. She wasn't alone. Should be good enough evidence to keep him satisfied for now.
Should I shut down the simulation?
Please, go ahead.
Understood. Shutting down in 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Okay. 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 It took a while. Oh.
Hey, Russell. Any good news?
It wasn't a clear reconstruction, but I managed to get some objective evidence. There was a clear hand next to her, just when she was lying on her bed, and the pills were all over the floor. So it seems you may be right. There was definitely somebody with her.
A hand. That's all you could find.
Well, Tom, I'm just getting started. Her last memories are fuzzy, and that's probably because of the psychological stress she was under. The fact that she wasn't alone is a good start.
Yeah, good to know. But we need to know who it was so we can do something about it.
I'll keep looking, Tom. Let's just hope the rest of the memories are in better shape.
I hope so. Did you find anything else?
I saw a lot of other things. I just need to understand her unconscious better.
It's fine, Russell. Just keep looking, but I need something else from you. We need to get into her private email. The password? We were able to hack the words, but there are 3 numbers at the start that we don't know. We have only a few shots at this, so that's why I need you.
Her password? I'd like to avoid that.
Listen, Russell, we're here precisely to avoid tech industry fuck-ups like in the past, and finding the password is aligned with that goal.
You're here because of that. My research had nothing to do with all of it.
Russell, just send us the scan and inspection report as legally required, and there will be no issues, I promise. We're counting on you for this one. The password ends with Namas. N-A-M-A-H-S, but it's preceded by 3 numbers. We have 3 to 4 tries with this password at most, so when you have something, call me.
It's not that simple. There are major consequences.
I'll wait for your call. Bye, Russell.
Damn it.
Wow. Joanna's password. Find the 3 starting digits. If I only knew.
I've got nothing to put in there. Okay, Evie. We need to find that password. But most importantly, how and why she died. If you can isolate memories or dreams that may have a connection with the password, or emotional patterns similar to those of her death.
A deep search is needed to find such patterns. It will take time.
Yeah, I know. I could use some rest anyway.
Understood. Search will run overnight.
Optimize the processes as much as you can. Good night, Evie.
Thank you. Good night.
I want to go home. So far, so good. I'm kind of like I was surprised that I actually pressed that button.
Home sweet home.
Hello. Ooh.
Sometimes the best work happens at home.
True, I agree. I feel I also experienced that firsthand, bringing work to home, and you guys should not do that.
This is Marie Tsu's speech when receiving a UN award. It was about AI, the future, and this building's design. They seem to be already using it. She seems to be quite optimistic on what can be done.
Mary Zhu, Goat's new hope. So, surprise replacement of the CEO position, Zhu found herself at the helms of the tech giant without direction and plummeting stock prices. During her first year, she managed to cut losses and announces new AI-driven consumer products, which made the company a household name and turned a tidy profit. Under her careful guidance, Go AT, or Go Advanced Technologies, has disrupted markets such as finance, advertisement, automation, and now housing. Says Zhu, The advances we develop in the next 10 years will dramatically change everyone's quality of life for the next century. I can't wait for us all to get there. During the complex political climate we have regarding AI's research, Zhu has become a new champion for private sector development by swaying the public opinions on her favor thanks to her well-publicized efforts pushing for universal basic income and cleaning the company up after her predecessors appeared in the Panama Papers leak. Second article, okay. The future is change wherever we may be. As such, we must be ready for it everywhere. As such, we have focused all of the Go AT's might into developing and training AIs to produce the best solutions to the issues a post-human collective will face. Problems like affordable housing, sustainable living, and even extreme environments. Our artificial intelligence have, after a million generations, produces a result. A building made not just for humans, but for everyone. My goodness, the encoder is doing so bad. Here, how about that? Alright, so blah, 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 blah. Where are we? Our artificial intelligence have, after a million generations, produced a result. A building made not just for humans, but for everyone. With plans including even the composition of the materials, we will be able to process everything we need from the site itself through our smart builder fleet. These buildings are lighter and custom made for the terrain itself, designed for automated construction and are intended to be self-sustainable, having water treatment plants, orchards, and gardens, producing everything its inhabitants need, leaving them free to live anywhere they have to, be it a bustling city, the South Pole, or even Mars. Mary Zhu announcement of the construction of this building while receiving the UN's Innovation Award. Goat's new building. Applied 3D printing to the skyscrapers, Goat is making it real. Dark, tall, and spindly objects poke through the mist in a brisk winter morning like some titanic alien proboscis, moving in strange patterns on its own with free will. Or it seems. They are actually Goat's latest generation of concrete 3D printers building in the fast AI designed skyscraper in a world made not only for humans but for everyone. The future is catching up to us fast folks. Mary Zhu greets me at the parking lot of the building site, flanked by her VP, which is the vice president, which we already know she's already dead. Together, we will tour a construction that is part science experiment, part housing solution, and completely cool. Huh. I have to admit, it's kind of a bit dark.
I'm swimming in an infinite sea. I feel small, but at peace. I'm thinking how nice it is that I don't need to breathe. Then a silent, majestic creature appears in front of me. Its eyes show indifference, peace, wisdom. Its movement, slow and graceful. I feel like it's the universe itself, but it moves on. And then I'm left wondering, will I ever be able to follow it?
Not particularly sure, but hold on for a bit. Sorry guys, something's going on. Not working so well. What now? Oh my.